Hello and welcome to my new series of my deficit diaries. Now I don't know how long I'll keep this up. I still haven't caught up with 75 hard posts, so maybe I should get them posted before I get this up. I've got nail varnish on my lip. That's absolutely disgusting. It's been a tricky few weeks and I have really struggled with a lot of things, so I've brought my deficit forward slightly. I had maybe 2 or 3 weeks of the gym split that I was doing left, but I've decided to just move it up a bit. I was ill, I had a cold, and then because I hadn't been to the gym, my head just completely went and I just felt horrendous. So this is a fresh start. So I went to the gym yesterday, I did a lower body. I've got squats, leg press. What else have I got in there? Some lunges, dumbbell RDLs, which I haven't done for a while, and leg extension. Really enjoyed it. Really nice to have like something that I'm doing again. I almost hit 10,000 steps, but not quite. Not worried about it. I will go through my goals with you in a second. So I am just making some lunch, but similar goals to what I would usually do. It's a deficit, so obviously I need to track my calories. It is also summer and I don't want to say no to plans, so I'm tracking my calories. I'm not saying no to a day out or a night out or a meal out. I'm just going to account for that through the week and work on the law of averages. I'm obviously going to be following my new gym split that I'm doing, so there is more cardio in this than there was previously. Yeah, just a little bit more cardio, a little bit more steps. Not changing food too much, just being aware of it. I've had days where I haven't tracked recently, and I think that has had an effect. I forgot what I'm getting out of here. I'm just having a conversation at this point. But yeah, I think just getting back into the habit of tracking it, be more mindful of what you're eating, not having a Kit Kat for breakfast, which I did the other day. A few weeks ago I ate cookies for 3 meals because I was feeling so mentally not good, so we're gonna fix that. So I finished 75 hard in March and I did really well with that. I lost a little bit of weight, gained some muscle, ended up quite fit, got 10k PB. I've kind of maintained, I've given myself like a bit of a 4 pound like range to stay in, and I've managed to do that. So I'm not too, it's not that I've put weight on, I just know that I have a marathon training block coming up. I also have a 10 miler in November, and I don't like being as much in a deficit when I'm running. You need to I feel like I need more food when I'm running. You do need more food, and everyone knows that if you want to lose weight, you don't run a marathon because it doesn't help. So this is just a fresh start. It is week 1, day 2. I'm just making myself a little salad. I am posting daily reels and TikToks of just like what I've done that day. I'm not going to voice over all of them because then I end up behind. So as long as I'm getting something up there, and then I'm going to do a weekly update here, just taking you through some stuff. I did do my photos this morning. Not hating where I am. Obviously I want to improve some things, but I'm not like miserable about how I look. So for all my head's being a bit wobbly, at least I haven't completely lost the plot, which is really good. Another thing I want to do is to focus on protein, but not massively. Like I don't want like 150 grams. I always struggle to hit that consistently. I mean, some days I might hit it, but my goal is just to keep it over 100, like, because when I'm in a deficit, if I'm counting calories, I do find that it does drop. So I've got my little salad here. Just got a chicken salad with some Caesar dressing and some sun-dried tomatoes, which is really random, but they're in the fridge and they need to use. So yeah, I'm going to do these updates as a bit of a vlog style rather than a sit down in front of the camera. There might be some things that I sit in front of the camera and do, but yeah, we'll see. So I weighed in this morning at 169.6, I think, pounds. 12 pounds lighter than this time last year, so I'm not worried. I just want to do it so I feel a little bit better in myself, give my brain something to aim for, and I think that it'll be really good. So I'm gonna go and eat this. Tonight I am going to run club and I need to pick the shopping up, but for now it's time for work, and I have my psychology appointment, I'm out of breath, at 4 o'clock, and I think that that's needed after the last few weeks as well, so that'll be fun. So I am just about to go in the gym. I had a really interesting appointment with my psychologist yesterday, who has said that the way I've been feeling is apparently called hypoarousal, and it's when people, so you have like a window of tolerance, and because of my past experience with trauma and other things that's been coming up recently, my window of tolerance is smaller. So because I've had loads of stressful things going on, your brain gets to a point where it's just like, no, can't do it anymore, and it switches off, and it can lead to like a complete lack of sense of self, that you don't know who you are, you don't really feel anything, you don't know what you enjoy anymore, which is exactly how I've been feeling. So as much as it's not been very nice, and I don't like feeling how I'm feeling, and it's quite a scary way to feel when you're like I'm 34 and like I've just woke up one day and decided that I don't know who I am, like I don't recognize myself, and that my personality is not there anymore. It's really weird, but it's normal and it'll pass, so that does give me a little bit of comfort. I am just about going to the gym. It's Wednesday. We're going to a comedy club tonight, so I might have one drink. I might just take the car and have one drink just to save the calories, and I don't know if adding alcohol to the mix of how I'm feeling is a very good idea. But yeah, I'm going to do upper body with deadlifts, so I've added deadlifts into my upper body day because it's like, it works your back as well, and my leg days are long enough as it is. And then if I've got time, I'm going to do a little bit of cardio just for an extra calorie burn. So I'm just sitting in the car drinking my Monster now, and I will, yeah, see you soon. Hi, it's Thursday. The comedy club last night was really good. I did actually end up having 2 pints, which I tracked, that took us to about 2,000 calories, which is my goal. So that's not too bad. It fitted in really well. It was really nice to kind of get out and just laugh at something. Like, it was really nice. So we need to do more of that for sure. I am just outside of the gym. It's like day to day. Yesterday I did my upper body with my deadlifts, and I was I'm sore this morning, and then I've realised as well that I missed out my lat pull down because it wasn't free when I needed it. So then I went upstairs, did something else, and then completely forgot that I needed to do it. So I need to add that on next time. But today is a nice one. I've got Bulgarians today, which I have a love-hate relationship with. But apart from that, it should be quite a nice one. I don't need a barbell, which is nice because I feel like that always takes more time. I'm doing hip thrusts, but I like to do them on the machine for them, just because it's easier. But that's it. I've had the dog out for a walk already. I'll probably take him again when I finish work tonight. But it is going well. Food's going okay. I've kind of just been eating the same thing. I do well eating the same thing, so we'll see how that goes. My weight has fluctuated a little bit, but it could have been the beer last night and also holding on to water. So if it doesn't go down this week, I'm not going to take it as a failure because I'm still building the habits and tracking my food again. So I think that is really a positive, and that's what I need to be doing. The sun is weird. So I am going to go in the gym. I just thought I'd give you a little bit of an update. I think these car updates are going to become more frequent because it's just easier to sit and talk through what's going on before I go in. Hi, so it is, what is it? It's Monday. So I have been doing my new deficit for a week, and the scale hasn't moved, but it's been really warm. I've been doing a new gym split. Both of those could be causing us to retain water. I've not been great at drinking water. I think that's something that I need to work on going forward, because I mean, today it's 2 o'clock, it's 30 degrees outside, and all I've drank is coffee. So I definitely do need to work on that. In terms of a bit of an overview for this week, I know that most of my videos have been me talking to you in a car. And I've been kind of thinking about this. I don't want this to just be sort of a calorie deficit thing, because I've really been struggling with my mental health. So I do want to just kind of have a diary of that as well, like how that's improving as we're going. I mean, it's all related, and this channel is like about me leveling up, and that's including a lot of things. Obviously I've got my main channel, which is going over my finances, but there's more than just going to the gym. Like, it's a holistic thing of leveling up and feeling better in yourself from whatever point that you're starting from. In terms of exercise last week, I did go to the gym 4 times. I did 2 lower sessions, 1 upper, 1 full body, and I managed to fit on 2 20-minute cardio sessions onto the end of a couple of those. I just did those in zone 2. I did some treadmill walking and I did some Stairmaster stuff. I haven't used the Stairmaster for ages and I really enjoyed it, so I'm hopefully going to throw a little bit more of that in. Maybe not today though, because it's just so warm. I ran once last week. I went to my Tuesday run club, just took it really easy, had a really lovely chatty run, which is what I needed. I needed like some people to talk to and some, I don't know, just some different conversation. I did walk 14.6 miles as well, which isn't bad going. I need to figure out my steps. I'm going to put my steps up on the screen. I think some days will be better than others. On Saturday, we did go home for an afternoon tea, so it was like a 2-hour drive, 2-hour drive back. We got stuck in traffic on the way back as well, so it was closer to 3 hours on the way back. So I had like 5 hours of driving, 2 hours of sitting eating afternoon tea, so it was a lot of sitting down. I did walk the dog when we got back. But yeah, that wasn't as good as it could have been, but I want to balance this with plans. I don't want to be, because I mean I did 75 hard at the start of the year, and that is very much saying no to lots of things because there's strict rigid rules that you're following, but I don't want that to be the case this time around. I want to just try and do it all without going too wild on food and drink when I'm having an occasion or doing something, but equally I don't want it to disrupt the goals that I have either, so I'm just trying to find a good balance with that. Yeah, I think that's it. I did go out to that comedy club that I told you about. That was really good. Mentally has not been great. Yesterday was a really bad day, you know, when you're just like crying for everything all the time. I think I am going to come off my pill. I've been on this one for 3 months and it's just not working with us at all. So the whole point of going on this was coming off the depot, because that stays in your system longer. I wanted to go on the pill for a little bit with the idea of coming off at some point. Just obviously the pill comes out of your system quicker than the depot does, and I just wanted to cover myself for that. But actually the way that I've been feeling the last sort of month or so, it's not worth it. So I am going to come off that at the end of this week. I've got a week left. I'm going to keep taking them because I'm going away and I don't want to kind of come on or have any kind of weird fluctuations in bleeding and stuff while I am awake. I just don't want that to worry about. So that'll hopefully help some mental clarity. I do think that that's what it is. Like, it's definitely a switch since then. Obviously there's been a lot of things going on, but I think I might have coped with it better if it hadn't have been for the pill. The worst thing that can happen is that I come off it and it doesn't make any difference, but at least I've tried that then. So we'll see how that goes. I am thinking about getting some magnesium supplements because a few people have recommended that and said that that really helps. So I am looking into that. I might do that as well. So yeah, for all it is a deficit diaries, I'm also trying to fix my head because my head's a bit in the gutter at the minute and I do want to sort that out. I don't think that it's any particular life event that's done it. I think it's just been a build-up of things plus the synthetic shit that I'm taking with the pill, to be quite frank. Yeah, so that is it for this update. I'm just gonna keep them quite raw, less editing, and get them straight up. I will edit. I do need to edit my 75 hard updates for this channel. Like, I've got 2 videos that have been queued for ages that I just need to get up. I've also started a project pan, so hopefully I can get those up in between doing stuff for my main channel. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of document it because I think that you see a lot of people doing really well with stuff, and obviously it's not, progress is not always linear. I am really happy with what I've done so far this year. I set a few goals at the start of the year and I've ticked quite a few of those off. I just kind of need to keep that momentum. And as I said previously, I'm not completely dissatisfied with how I look. Like, obviously there's always things that you would want to change, but I'm not like obsessing over it. I'm not feeling bad about how I look necessarily. I just kind of want to, I feel like I've had a bit of time on the ledge where I've just had a little bit of a rest, maintained for a little bit, and now I just want to get a little bit more fat loss in hopefully over summer. If it stays this hot, it'll be easy, because I really struggle to eat in this heat. I've had a protein shake just to get some calories and some protein in, because the idea of eating food is just not appealing at all in this weather. But I think it is going to cool down after a day, so that'll be nice. So I will see you in the next one. Hopefully it's not been too boring. I'm just trying to get down what I'm feeling as I'm feeling it. I will try and start to integrate some B-roll in once I'm not feeling as anxious and I feel like I've got a little bit more headspace, but I just want to document it. Hopefully in a few months I can look back on this video and be like, wow, you did not feel good then, look how good you feel now. That's the hope. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I will see you in the next one. Bye.